Friends, today's the day. We're getting our boy Antonio on the island. Hello friends and welcome back to the channel, but if you're new, hi, hello. I am Artsy over at the Artsy Gamer. I make art, I play games, and I encourage others to do the same. I'm on a brief sabbatical hiatus, whatever you want to call it, because we're having a lot of life changes that are happening in the background right now, but I have been itching to get back into my casual crossing challenge in Animal Crossing New Horizons because there's been a lot of updates since the last video. The last video for Casual Crossing featured Valentine's Day, which was honestly so delightful. One of the most underrated holidays in the game, I would say. And we did get some heading with design for the last live stream by actually getting the entrance to, like, it looks cohesive, sort of, kind of, and it feels that this island is coming together in a really nice way. The only thing that I really have to worry about is the fact that, one, we have 2 villagers in boxes today. One's moving in and one is leaving. I told myself that if either Goldie or Agnes decided to ask to leave, I would let them go. And Agnes, my starter queen, has decided to move on to bigger and better islands. We also had a campsite villager that kicked out Buck, which I know that everyone's kind of about, but honestly, a very sweet jock. He's going to be missed, but the person replacing him has some lore within the Animal Crossing drama sphere. All right, y'all, I want you to place your bets. We're going to do Guess That Villager based on their house, and I'll give you a hint. This villager is very well known in the drama sphere. He has broken many of hearts with his life choices. He is a smug. He plays various instruments, or likes to have us believe that he does. And he's based off of a real animal species. So I want you to pause this video right now, and I want you to put in the comments who you think it is and who it actually is. And maybe this is his redemption arc, because I think he needs to be in a new island. He needs to have a different space to really connect with himself. And you know that actions have consequences. And when he came to my campsite, it was just this moment of, he is either going to really truly have a redemption arc on this island, or he's going to just cause the most calamity possible. But the newest neighbor on Lagom is none other than, yep, oh yeah, no, Kyle has officially and finally entered into the chat, y'all, and thankfully I'm married. I'm happily married. I don't have to worry about his wolfish wiles, I guess. Like, he can't break through. He's not my type, but I am super excited to have him on my island. He's not Beardo, but honestly, I'm really excited for this. I have always wanted to have Kyle ever since I started watching the Amanda Files and the drama unfold on Molokai. If you don't know who the Amanda Files is, I've had the distinct pleasure of having Amanda on Gamers Gab. I have been watching her for years. She is amazing. She is moving away from Animal Crossing a little bit. She does a couple of videos here and there, but honestly, her storytelling is incredible regardless of what game she plays, so you should go check her out. And when I got this man, this was during the time where she's been, like, considering perhaps getting rid of him because he's just not fitting the vibe. And honestly, maybe he fits our vibe. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to, like, document his redemption arc and see if it suits the Amanda Files and the delightful drama that he just sowed on Molokai. But I'm super, super excited to have this man. But yeah, no, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. On a sadder note, we are going to be saying goodbye to Agnes today as well. And I mentioned this on a live stream that I had a villager ask to leave on my other island. And I just went on a 10-ticket hunt just to find a villager that I had never had before. Also, I have been just idly decorating. It's been super fun. And Antonio decided to show up on ticket 8. And I was like, you know what? You know what? This man is coming to this island. And I've been waiting for either Agnes or Goldie to say that they were ready to go. And I was really bummed that it was Agnes because I had a video in mind to explain what I meant about using their base designs to redesigning their homes with the happy home capability. But we never got to do that with Agnes. I still have to do Maddie's, but we can go around the various homes and I can show you what I was talking about if that'll help. But oh, Agnes, my starter queen. I've had this girl as a starter 3 times. I've had her on an island 4 times. So, needless to say, I have seen all of Agnes. Actually, have I had Agnes in like almost every season at this point? I mean, technically not winter, but it was like December. But anyway. Hey, Artsy, thanks for stopping by. So if the boxes don't make it obvious, I'm moving out. I gotta thank you for your advice the other day. It really helped me get my head straight. Thanks. I'm so glad we got to party together. I hope we'll be able to rock again someday. Stay awesome. Considering that I'm considering resetting Redwood, you will... I bet you this girl is our starter. 100%. But oh my gosh, Agnes, I'm gonna miss you. Ah, she was delightful. Y'all, I think honestly, Agnes is one of the best sisterlies. You can come at me. I will die on that hill. It's great. Okay. I typically do the move in, move out with a truck, but we only have 1 truck on this island. So here, the lore is that after Kyle is done moving in, the truck is just going to come up over here and the movers are going to get what Agnes had. But yeah, this island has been a true delight. I have been not really decorating because if you don't know, I was briefly hospitalized for a stomach thing and my son is starting daycare this week. So I've been really just taking my time getting to figure out what the vibe of this island is, but I'm loving the vibe. I have been idly decorating and trying to figure out what it is that I'm... Really? Maddie. Bestie. I know that she's not asking to leave because we already had that thought bubble, but I'm making a video, Maddie. What? Hey, Artsy. So last night I had a bad dream and I was in my house and there was this fish in my room floating. And the floating fish, it had a really deep voice, and when it talked, my windows rattled. It said, "You make Trey lousy decorating choices." It's because I have not decorated your home. Actually, is today the day that we decorate Maddie's home? Maybe today is the day. Yes, I will keep you company to take your mind off that judgy nightmare fish. I will. Okay. And then we'll get Antonio. So yeah, the plan for this video was to introduce Kyle to the cast of ragtag villagers that we have, to say goodbye to Agnes, to get Antonio onto the island. He's already in boxes on Redwood, but yeah. I have had a really fun time figuring out how I want my villagers' homes to look based on their base design. And Maddie is... I've been kind of dreading decorating for her house because I wanted to turn this into some sort of interior vibe, but this is definitely not interior. This is definitely outside. And so I was thinking, well, maybe I could make something that's like, I don't know, a picnic, like an interior picnic. I don't know. I'll figure it out and we'll work on it together. And honestly, I've said this before, and I'll say this again, that Casual Crossing as a rule set is on the basis of what brings you joy. So if, for example, Stu's house that I redid was more of a guideline than actually following his base design, and some of the villagers were like that, and maybe Maddie's will be the same, but yeah, I do want to give her an interior home. Like, I want to give her something that has an interior vibe, not something that's outdoors. All right, Maddie, just for you, we're going to play this one game and then I gotta go. I gotta go, bestie. We have to show off the island and we have to prepare for Antonio's arrival. This does mean that we are without a sisterly, so I don't know. I don't have Deirdre's amiibo, and she's kind of the villager that I want to have on this island really badly. So we're just going to wait on that. And I think Goldie will be the next to go. I was not like huge on Goldie. She's adorable. She's a sweetheart, but she's really, really gotten to me because remember that whole thing about Buck and Goldie being a thing? They were absolutely a thing because when Buck was in boxes, Goldie actually mentioned it and she was like, it was good while it lasted. And I was going, oh yeah, yeah, no, these villagers, they have a life. They have like thoughts and feelings and brains and stuff. But Maddie, we gotta go. We have to go. And thank you for the outfit. Maybe I'll gift this to Stu if it matches. Stu and Maddie have not really been a thing for a while. I think they just like were potential romantic, or maybe they're just friends. I don't know. But I definitely want to get into some decorating, especially with Bunny Day looming ever so closer. This is what we worked on stream, and I feel a lot better about it. It's very simple, very elegant, and it does add, I don't know, I feel that I can add more to it without feeling like I have to destroy everything. But again, Maddie and now Kyle and now Antonio will be the only villagers that I didn't redo their homes. So let's like show you what I was talking about with redoing villagers' homes, and then we'll, you know, get back to what we were trying to do, which is getting Antonio. I was considering keeping their exteriors the originals, but honestly, some of them are hideous. And I liked changing them up a little bit, but keeping the coloring relatively the same. And so this is Olivia's home. She's a white cat that has, you know, I think purple eyeshadow. She has red tints on her ears and on her arms and legs and her tail. And her house was really easy to transform and basically elevate what was already there. I just like adding accent pieces to their homes and making it so that they actually have, you know, a full house with amenities and water, because water is a basic human right in my personal opinion. So, oh, and she's also cooking, that's fun. So basically the wallpaper is the same. I changed out the flooring. I gave her an accent, you know, I gave her an accent wall. A good portion of what she already had, like the piano, the bench, and this table and the record player, this was already part of her base design. But my view is that I feel that if you saw her original house and what you see now, it's pretty in line with what I think the developers had in mind for her house. But Olivia, what are you making? I am starving. Potato curry. Wait, do I not have potato curry? I don't think I do. I have been very good about cooking things when I receive the recipes. So with the exception of a couple of like seasonal stuff like mushrooms, I think I've done a couple of them because my other character has mushrooms. But yeah, no, this is awesome. Yay, thank you. Thank you, Olivia. Coming in clutch, and honestly, best cat. 100% best cat. I was really hoping that Stu was in the house because his specific interior is not... I did a lot of creative license with that. But let's take a look at Matilda's, whose layout I thought was pretty inspired, to be perfectly honest. I felt like a genius. Yeah, I think I actually kept the base. No, I think I kept her wallpaper and her flooring, and then I did a little bit of ruggy rug action so that her kitchen and her bathroom over here have like some stone quality, because the idea of carpeting in a kitchen or a bathroom is egregious. And there's not much in the way of sitting and moving around, but I did add a little bit of like, you know, a mom flair. And honestly, there's not much going on and it's probably boring, but I feel like for a single mom, this feels like it tracks. There's a lot of emphasis on, you know, the baby, and it's super cute. And it fits her coloring, I think. I don't I don't really do well with dark interiors. I think adding the window wallpaper in the back really opened it up and made it less dark. And it feels almost monochrome, but not overwhelming. So this is kind of what I mean. And honestly, as I've said, if that is too much for you, you don't have to do it. It's just a suggestion in giving the villagers the personality that we say that they don't have, right? It's elevating what they already had. And oh my goodness, I wish I could have showed you Buck's house because it it had a lot of his original stuff, but I made it like a bachelor pad. I was pretty proud of it. The next order of business, which isn't happening today, I have been going pretty ham with the flower breeding. Some of the flowers I'm still waiting on are the green mums, the purple windflower, and the purple pansy, the black and blue rose, and the black tulip. So I think what I'm going to be doing is as I finish with the flower breeding for each flower type, so with these being done, I'm going to transfer them somewhere else on the island to decorate with later because someone had a really cool idea of adding like pride flag flower gardens across the island and no way. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we do officially have a black rose. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, we also have to do the gold rose. I keep forgetting about the gold rose. So we're gonna do this really quickly just to say that we did. I know it's raining. And yeah, so now that I'm officially done with the roses, I can start my blue rose breeding project and we can actually start decorating the rest of the island. I do want to go full ham for Bunny Day. I am invested in making this island egg-tastic because I've never done it before. But yeah, it's very much a basic island. And I love that about this island. I really do. I feel that I have a lot more enjoyment recently going on dream addresses and seeing fully fleshed out islands that don't necessarily have a theme, but it was the care to how it was laid out with the villagers in mind and giving them yards and giving them personality. I've really fallen in love with that type of island. And so that's kind of one of the main things that I'm considering with resetting Redwood is that I want to do kind of like a family island where it's on the basis of the things that remind me of my son and kind of having the casual crossing flair with that island, but not fully casual crossing. All right, but we also have, oh my gosh, we also have a lost item. It's one of those love stories that are so popular nowadays. It has a subtle aroma too, or is it my imagination? A subtle aroma. That feels like a snooty situation. Now the question is Olivia a hopeless romantic or is it Matilda? I think we're gonna go with, against my better judgment, we're gonna go with Matilda first. I think we're going to try our hand with the mom of the island because moms deserve love too. And who knows, maybe, you know who would be a really fun villager to have that I've not had yet? Rooney. Rooney would be a good father figure, don't you think? Although Walt's a pretty good one too. All right, Matilda. Yes, no, Matilda, I'm sorry. I know. I'm dripping all over your floor and I'm so sorry, but I do have something that may be yours. Is this yours? Let's go. I know my villagers. Amazing. Moms know their moms. Let's go. Thank you so much. After all of that, you'll let me show my appreciation. Your photo? Darn it, not your photo. A tiny party cap. It's the least I can do. Sure. Okay. Okay. So now that that is out of the way, I don't really have much else for like showing off what I've done, with the exception of adding a couple more custom codes to make it look, I don't know, less And yeah, so I think over the coming weeks, we're going to be cleaning up this island. We're going to be getting ready for Bunny Day. And I think we just need to accept the inevitable and move to the next day to get our boy Antonio. However, I do this thing with every single villager that when they come to an island, oh, hold on, ADHD brain, hold on, I'm sorry. Hold on, I'll forget all about it if I don't do this. Never mind, my ADHD brain was disappointed. Dottie, I already know mushroom pizza, although that does sound delicious. Stop making me hungry, Dottie. Stop it. But we're going to welcome Kyle the only way that I know how, with a leaf umbrella, which I've been doing since 2020. Actually, I want to hear this in the comments, friends. What is something that you do on literally every island with regards to your villagers? Like, do you welcome them to the island? Do you gift them a specific item of clothing? For the longest time, I used to gift them the rainbow sweater, the black rainbow sweater in particular, but I've fallen in love with the white one recently. And so I think I want to bring that back because I love when they wear rainbow stuff. It's just amazing. So we're going to welcome Kyle to the island. We're going to move to the next day with saying goodbye to Agnes, which is always so sad. I know that I'll see her again because I always do. But here, so typically I just say, welcome to the island. But for Amanda, for our girl Amanda, we're gonna say something different. Is this too on the nose? Welcome to your redemption arc. I think this is going to work splendidly. Yep. I mean, he is getting an umbrella. It's going to be fine. But yes, Kyle, welcome to your redemption arc. Population you. Hopefully, you will no longer be a menace to society, the breaker of hearts, um, the person with questionable life choices. But here we are. Here we are. It is a new day on the island, and we are getting dressed to impress to bring Antonio onto the island. I'm really excited. I'm super excited. Actually, do I have the bone shirt? It would be amazing if I had the bone shirt. I do not have the bone shirt. However, I do have my favorite sweater, so we will change into that. And you know what? Let's do something comfy cozy. Yeah, comfy cozy. I have been struggling with picking my hair, by the way. I was testing out the look of another hairstyle, and it's just I'm very particular and set in what hair I have. And now that I'm growing out my hair, it's like this awkward stage of, what does my character look like in the game, But okay, we have an empty plot. Fantastic. The airport on the other switch is open, so we're just gonna go say hi. But oh my gosh. Okay, listen. This island, despite it not really having much going on, like, this is so pretty. It's amazing what islands can look like if you just, I don't know, leave it alone, really. Like, I have done some terraforming and I have done some waterscaping, like a little bit, but I think if you are really burnt out from Animal Crossing, specifically with just heavy designing, I think a really great challenge is to do a no terraforming, no waterscaping island. Like, if you want to do custom codes, that's fine, but honestly, like, the in-game paths, I'm a changed NB, y'all. I love the in-game pathing. And what I'm really excited for the next island that I do is that I do think I want to do something that's very springy, which I'm not very comfortable with usually, but I think like doing something springy, doing something more nature oriented, which I am absolutely more comfortable with doing, and just seeing how different each of these islands become, because I think this is technically the third island that I've done that is no terraforming, no waterscaping. I mean, not true, but I have done no terraforming, no waterscaping before, and it's really nice, actually. And I think it has to do with the fact that every time that I do extensive terraforming and waterscaping, I feel like if I want to change anything about my island, I have to reset it, which is what's happening with Redwood, because I'm in love with the Eastern flair that I've been working on. Like, I think that if it had been a new island, I would have done a lot better with it. There's a few parts of the island that I'm like just in love with and that I hope that I do something with on other islands, but I can't flatten islands. It takes too much time. The cleanup is a pain, and just it sets off this thing in my brain. And I don't know if it's a neurodivergent thing, but it's like I like to have an empty canvas. Like you can see it right now. It's such a mess. I have not done much of anything with it. I don't know how it's still a 5-star island, but I feel that hopefully with the next game, either it applies a lot of the happy home like top-down design mechanics or something more Sims-like with that, or maybe there's a way to reset your island to the original layout that you had. I don't know how hard that would be. I don't know. I've come to this realization about myself that I love designing in Animal Crossing, but I like Happy Home Paradise because it makes it so much easier to like remove things. But here is myself. Say hello to me. Hello, hello. We almost look the same, almost. And I'm giving myself a statue because this island is going to be going shortly. But yeah, like this entrance is pretty banging. Like I had a ramen shop that I was working on. I was going to have like a store or like a shop district over here. And I had a farming area. This terraforming, like I know it's not just mind-boggling wow, but this is really cute. Like I feel that I did a really good job with this. And yet it's just not in the cards right now, I guess, which is such a bummer because I think if I had given myself the time to work on it, I would have been happy with keeping it, but I'm not anymore. I'm not. But that's not the point. The point is we're getting our boy Antonio, and hopefully we don't have the same situation that we had with Vesta. We've already been introduced, so he knows who I am, and it's gonna be great. Oh, aren't you artsy? Wait. How does Antonio sound? Oh, aren't you artsy? No. He's got a nasally voice, right? Because he's basically all nose. He is an anteater. So hold on. Oh, aren't you artsy? It's good to see you again. It's too bad we won't have a chance to hang out. I'm moving off the island today, honk. Haven't decided where I'm moving, though. Where could I show off my awesome beach bod? Come and live on my island. Really? Are you sure your island can handle this much muscle? Sounds like fun. We can get the whole place in shape. I'll call resident services. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. I just got word back from resident services on Lagom. We're gonna be neighbors. We're literally going to be neighbors. You are right by my house. Wait till everyone gets a look at these biceps. I'll see you in Lagom, honk. Love that. I love that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I actually cannot wait to redo this man's house because his house is pretty darling, but I think we can make it better. I think we can make it better. This is really cute. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I have been waiting for months to have Fang, Antonio, and Vesta on an island. I could have probably just reset this island and amiiboed Antonio on, but I like the continuity, you know? I like the continuity. And I'm really gonna miss this. I was really proud of the layout that I had for certain parts of this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this for a dream address so that either that or just take pictures and use it for the other island, because I think what I have in mind for the springy island that I want to do, it'll come together really well. Other me, I'll come back to pilfer other resources that you will not be using anymore. But yeah, what an easy, transfer of villagers. I'm super excited. I'm really excited to have Antonio and Kyle on the island. This flyover, okay, so how do we feel about this flyover? It still feels really empty, and I am going to be moving the farm, I think, over where the hyacinths were, but overall, This has a lot of potential. This really does. I think this has a lot of potential. I also did not realize that I had 2 blue airports. Yeah, I think with the next island, I want a yellow airport because my son loves the color yellow. I think that would be really cute. But yeah, I'm ready to not have blue airports anymore. I love blue airports, don't get me wrong, but I'm ready for something different. Yeah, because I am super duper worried about Antonio not actually coming onto the island, we're going to check to make sure that he actually arrived. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to redo Maddie's house so that I can show you what I'm talking about with redoing their homes with them in mind. And we officially have Antonio's new home. Awesome. I also totally forgot that I do in fact have 2 trucks on this island, but one belongs to the Nooklings. So anyway. Some of these houses I'm actually really proud of. I do think that of all of them, Vesta, Fang, and Static of all people, they had the most cohesive to their original layout than the others. And so Vestas I was really worried about, but I think honestly changing out her flooring was a big game changer. I gave her the cafe wallpaper, which I think really elevated the front. And so, yeah, I know there's not like much going on with these houses, but they have full amenities. They have water, they have a kitchen, they have a bed, they have a sitting area. And there's quite a few of the items that are part of her original layout that, you know, you will see. So, as I said, it's very open-ended. You don't have to do this if you don't want to with, you know, casual crossing in mind. But for me, I like the idea of working with what villagers actually had originally. It makes for a really fun design challenge because we tend to think that we know better than our villagers, and honestly, like I think it would be a really fun challenge to redo homes on the basis of what they originally had. I think today, friends, since we had such a successful, you know, new villager energy, and I'm not really into designing the whole of the island, let's actually do our girl Maddie's house and see what we can work with in making it more of an interior build instead of an outdoor picnic. So here we are finally getting to Maddie's house. Maddie and Agnes were actually going to be the first that I would design in the video, but you know, life happened. So she is one of the last, and then we will work on Kyle and Antonio's once we are able to gift them. With Maddie, I definitely am excited to see how I can make it work because I do think that trying to use what she has in her house is going to be quite the challenge for making it an interior build, but we'll see. I did find a window frame custom design from Diana Olay. I'll be sure to put her information on the screen and in the description below. Go subscribe. Her designs are incredible. And I think that's the way that we're going to be able to keep the wallpaper as is by just making a huge window. I want to apply that to my house as well because I have like this huge wall that's just like outside, and I definitely want to apply that to various rooms in the house. It's going to take so many glowing stickers, but that's not the point. We're not going to worry about that right now. I did learn something interesting with redesigning their homes though. If you gift them a wreath when they already have one on a redesigned home, they don't actually change them out. I don't know if that's just a weird thing that has to do with the fact that they don't alter the designs of the homes. And part of me is kind of sad about that because, you know, if I wanted to gift them something different, I have to actually manually change it and pay for it, which was something I didn't want to do originally. I actually wanted to gift them wreaths as part of their design change instead of just doing it through this, but I may just have to like make the thing and say that, you know, after gifting them, putting it on their door. So it's a lot more expensive. But let's check out her exterior. I think I'm okay with keeping it in the cone shape. I really do like her house this way. I mean, I kind of like it this way. And I don't have very many cylindrical homes on this island. I think with Buck gone, it's her, Olivia, and Antonio when he arrives. I kind of feel like this fits her already. Maybe this already fits her. Or that is really cute. Maybe here's what we'll do. We'll change out her roof coloring, and then we'll change out the door to have a window like that. Yeah, that's really cute. We could also, here, this actually, was that what she had before? No, she had the base door. Okay, we can do that. The maple door is not going to work. I do like that one. We're trying to give her something that's a little bit, I don't know, more low key, I think. She's a very simple, hot mess of a girl. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And since I gifted her that wreath, we're going to keep it. I gave her that wreath because I like giving villagers, the wreaths that I make myself. And that is one of the wreaths that, I received as the starting wreath for this island. How many times am I going to say wreath in this video? I don't know. Let's take a look at this interior and let's see if you can see my vision. Let's see. Oh, this is gonna be very interesting. Oh, this is gonna be very interesting. All right, I do have some ideas. And I think this is going to be one of those builds where there's some creative license where it's the spirit of the design instead of the letter of the design. But what I'm going to do is we're going to do a quick speed build, and I'm going to do the voiceover, the infamous creative voiceover. And I want to see what you all think of the final piece. So a quick apology for my voice. Bab's first week at daycare meant he brought home daycare germs, and since I was already in recovery from my hospital stay, my immune system is just not happy with me right now, so just bear with me, okay? Despite my previous concerns, I did feel I was able to use the spirit of Maddie's base design in the final vision, replacing items with more interior appropriate ones. The biggest struggle with this part of Casual Crossing is trying to see how much of the original items I can place, but some of the villagers just have too many bulky items that make it difficult to give them a full home. I had this specific issue with Kyle and his multitude of instruments, so I just gave him one, and I still feel it showed Kyle's personality despite removing a lot of those bulky items. The vibe I tried to give her was an appreciation for the outdoors, since her original design is literally a picnic, with emphasis on flowers that were her original flooring. I replaced her mountain bike with the mounted bike item, which at the time felt super big brain because I was able to free up even more space and still technically have the same item in the build. And toward the end, I wanted to give her that frantic, peppy personality we love while still giving her space to walk and sit in most of her home. The biggest hope I have for the next game, and I know how everyone just rolls their eyes every time we talk about this, but I hope that they not only bring back building upgrades, but home upgrades for villagers. Happy Home's second floor mechanic would be absolutely game-changing for a lot of people's redesigns of villager homes. And I love the fact that I can do this at all, mostly because I love working with limitations. Limitations breeds creativity and develops problem-solving skills. It's just a shame that by redoing their homes, a lot of their interior autonomy is lost. I can't gift them wreaths directly anymore to have them seasonally change out their door decorations. I mean, sure, they're not putting all the food I gift them on every single surface, but it would be nice to find a middle ground with that. Speaking of limitations, the glowing moss stickers truly revolutionized the way that we use the more natural scene wallpaper in this game. I can't believe that it took me until now to use a custom code to make windows over these walls, but I am 100% a convert. I'd love to hear what other things that you make with the glowing moss stickers, or if you use custom coats as polishing effects, because I was planning on my next island being more simple, kind of like what I'm doing here, but simply redoing Maddie's home kind of made me want to go all in with the effects to see how far I can go. Okay, so as I've said, a lot of my base design idea has a bit of wiggle room. I removed the flooring and gave it more of a, you know, a wooden interior flair, and I never used like a window pane for the glowing moss sticker before in my entire life. And honestly, like for a first go, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. I did want to make sure, oh no, oh dear. I wanted to make sure that she could move and sit everywhere, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to move this like right here, and then can she like, okay, so she can move here, that's fine. And everything else is kind of just like a bit chaotic and messy over here, but honestly, I liked the idea that I was combining a bit of the fact that she was the starter peppy with some of the items that were there with what she already had. And I feel like the replacements that I put instead of the base items, I think they work. I think this is really cute. I think this turned out really well, actually. I was a little nervous, but honestly, I think that she's going to love it. It's going to be super elevated. She's able to walk around a good portion of her house, at least like right here. And yeah, no, this is really cute. I think she's gonna really love it. Yeah, I think she's gonna love it. So now that we are done with the base design, we have Kyle moved in, we have Antonio moving in. I think I just want to have a vibe check, I guess. This has been, again, really nice to do off screen, like no recordings, not worrying about how it's going to look or what people think of it. It's been truly delightful. So yeah, let's go like see what Maddie thinks of it. I think she's going to like it, and we're going to do a quick like comparison of how it was before. And yeah, I think it's going to work. I think I still kept the spirit of her original design. But what are you making? Please tell me it's something new. A cherry umbrella. Do I have it? I don't have it. Thank you, Maddie. So it's a gift for a gift. She gets a newly designed house free of charge, and I get an umbrella. I think that's a fair trade. I think that's perfect. But do you have anything to say about your house? Yes. Oh, hey, thanks for pitching the idea to remodel my place. You're fab from your so color me the most trendy shade of excited. Oh my gosh. Maddie's amazing. Maddie is amazing. The Peppy Poppers have really won me over. I didn't think that the Peppy Poppers would be one of my favorites in the game, but they turned out to be great. Yeah. So in the coming weeks, I think we're going to really just start cleaning up. I was really hoping for a green mom so I can just move this nonsense, but this man is officially moved in, so we're going to clean up this area. We're going to clean up this area. I have full inventory, unfortunately. And we will be moving all of these boxes and things over to where Antonio is going to be moving in. I have had a lot of fun playing with the idea of villagers actually moving in and out from the island. It's been truly delightful to play out, and oh, I'm gonna miss Agnes. Well, Agnes is going to be permanently immortalized in the house somewhere. Do I have enough space? I do. Perfect. So we'll get this. And I have been like going on cabin tours, and either during their move-in or the day before they move in, I've been planting gyroids, and this is like their official gyroid. So what did Kyle get as a gyroid? A cladderoid. Let's see. Does this suit the vibe? Does this fit the vibe? Actually, yeah. Yeah, Redemption Arc Gyroid. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. And I'm really curious. I haven't seen the interior of his house in a really long time, like the base. But I think it's going to be definitely like a bachelor pad. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He's already serenading me. Like, dude, it's not gonna work. No, this isn't gonna work. I don't care how, sharp that jawline is. I don't care how, like, melodious you are. No, this isn't gonna work. This is gonna be your redemption arc. There is no drama on this island. There is no drama on this island. You hear me? No drama. Buongiorno, welcome to my place. What's the latest? Get this, Artsy. I'm planning the most epic road trip. The playlist I made would rock your socks off. My snack selection is gourmand's fantasy, but none of that matters if I don't know where I'm going. That's where you come. He is quick. Where should I drive? Am I going with you? I don't think into the sunset means into the sun. Why don't you stay local? You're right. Why travel far and wide when you have an established social network in your own backyard? Though the lack of roads might pose a problem. Excuse you, I completely made this island accessible. No. So first and foremost, he's trying to flirt with me. Now he's negging me with like trash talking the way that I designed this island. Oh, buddy, your redemption arc is going to be long and painful for you. But this island doesn't really have cars, with the exception of a truck. Okay, well, were you a mistake? Maybe. But also, I think you're gonna be super fun. Well, friends, as unhinged as this video was, as they always are, I'm really excited to get back into posting regularly, sharing the delight that is this island. I truly have been revitalized and have fallen in love with Animal Crossing all over again by playing Casual Crossing. If you are interested in playing Casual Crossing, just know that all these rules and guidelines are more like suggestions and you are welcome to edit them as you see fit. But honestly, this is just really exciting. We have officially entered into our third month of playing Casual Crossing, so I will be sharing the screenshots of the previous month that just were so hilarious, sad, very telling about the villagers. And the next time we all meet, I think it's preparing for Bunny Day. Yeah, the Eldritch Horror has come to town. But I'm going to leave you with the sentiment that I leave with every live stream and video, that I hope you are kind to yourself, that you are kind to others, that you make art and play games and encourage others to do the same. We will catch you next time. Bye.